Hello, time for another reaction video. This time, the one from the new album from Darkthrone because they dropped a new album. It Beckons Us All is the album called, and if you're not familiar with Darkthrone yet, then I highly recommend you guys to check out the back catalog. A band it has a lot of releases. A band from Norway, started out as a death metal band, evolved into black metal bands, go into black and roll, black punk, black heavy metal, black doom metal. They definitely have a lot of genres into their sound. So I definitely can recommend you if you're a real metal lover and you like your dark underground metal. Darkthrone is a really well-known name. Existing since end of the 80s, I think, somewhere in that era. So they are around for a long time. This is a song called Dawn Affiliation. It's from, like I said, from the new album It Beckons Us All. I definitely need to check the whole new album out, but I haven't got around to it yet, although it's already out. But there are so many great releases at the moment, so yeah, choices. Anyways, I'm looking forward to this. Let's give it a go with a 1, 2, 3. Skull. Let's pause it here. Interesting. I love the way this band lately grabs back from the things from the 80s and early 90s. Old sound, heavy metal. I definitely can hear some Venom in here. Great to hear. The old guitar sound, old guitar riffs. The vocals definitely sound a bit like Kronos. So I think this is guitar player singing. There are two members in this band, the drummer and the guitar player. Most of the time the guitar player sings, but sometimes the drummer also sings. But I think this is the guitar player. Of course, I forget blanking out his name. Nocturnal Culto, sorry. It came back into my head. Nocturnal Culto is the guitar player, and we have Fenris on drums. It's definitely has the old school sound. Definitely are some black metal elements in here, of course, but also the old school heavy metal thrash feel to it. I really like that. I love old school 80s heavy metal. I grew up with that kind of stuff, so for me this is a no-brainer. If the whole album sounds like it, I can listen to it for days. So let's continue here before I ramble too long. Yes.
Stirring cold vibration, man drag me free. Trailers ablaze, I turn towards you. Accomplish nothing, a long ways away. Tremendously stirring cloud. sack of blood. Rugged, angry mountains, keen and cold to life. Distinguished majesties of hatred. Woe be the ill-fated.
Pause here. Yeah, I love the old school sound. Definitely, even the production has that old raspy guitar sound, that thin drums. Um, Nothing like a modern sound production actually. But it probably is digital recorded, but it definitely has that old school sound. Or they definitely use an old recorder for that, an old analog. That would be fucking awesome. It could be, you never know, but knowing them, it could be that the case because they're really into that old school sound. They um, are not really affiliated with the modern productions and modern. It always has been the case. Even when they played black metal, their sound was sometimes so lo-fi that it was not following any trends. Actually, they set a trend for some black metal bands even, because after that there were a lot of bands doing it like that. Um, but overall, the production is not really bad. Luckily, they always try to keep it listenable. Although could sound grim or not, um, it's still listenable. It's not that really lo-fi, but it's a thinner production and modern, full layered guitar parts and things. No, they just keep it fresh, open riffs. Nothing really filtered or anything, just straight plain how it is. And I like it, but that about these guys. And I love the way they grabbing back to the 80s. Last 3-4 albums or something. Fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to hear the rest of this album. If it all has this sound, I'm really in for it. Yeah, fantastic. Let's continue here. Opa. Love this riff. Wow, love the atmosphere of the song. Love the simplicity of the riffs and the music in general. There is not a lot to it. Of course, here there are some fills, but not all over the place. It's um, I love the way the band keep it so simple. Not only production wise, but also music wise. They try to write great headbangable riffs, but just in a simple way. Not there are not great musicians; they can do way more technical stuff, but they don't feel like doing it. It is not always needed, and there are always a lot of technical bands around nowadays who are trying to um, show how good they are on a certain instrument, and these guys, um, these guys don't do that. Actually, they just go for the simple, great riff, a nice song to headbang to if you want to. It has a very nice dark atmosphere, and that's what they all do. And they vary in style a bit here and there on an album, and that's simple but effective. And it always um, is remarkable how many things they can come up with. They release a ton of albums, but every album is not every album is the same. Although there is of course the same vibe or here and there some similar styles or whatever, but they switch up enough to entertain. And yeah, it definitely proves how that it's not always needed to be very have a big production with many layers of guitars, vocal lines, and choirs and whatever you can think of to fill a song with. You just keep it simple, and yeah, I admire that on those guys. Next to the fact that they use 80s music, 80s riffs, um, not completely copying it, but using it in their own way. It definitely fits the new sound, and I really love their new sound. Actually, the last couple of albums were fantastic, and of course my biggest love came from the 90s black metal albums, of course, towards this band. But they made off some great albums after that as well. Not a lot of people realize that, or don't want to realize that, or it's stuck in the past in the 90s albums. But some of the newer albums are definitely really great. And of course, I like certain albums better than other ones, but that's always the case with bands. You can't produce the same album every time. That is boring. I you know Bands evolve, and this band evolves as well, but they keep it simple, and that's really well done by these guys. Yeah, nice song. Definitely looking forward to check out the other single. There's not another lyric video or something flowing around. Definitely gonna check that. Don't know if that will be a reaction video or not, but I will definitely will try to pick up the new album. I wonder which variant, the vinyl or the CD. I would love to own the vinyl, but the vinyl is like $40. Ridiculously priced nowadays. I know. So it could be that I could obtain the CD instead this time around. Because I think the vinyl prices are ridiculous nowadays. Um, I'm starting to think everything above €30 is ridiculous. That's my taste. I don't know why it all has to be expensive like that. It's mass production, so mass production has to be. Of course, there are costs involved, but if you press more, there should be certain discount for factories or something. I don't know what it is. and they press so many colors, and sometimes also wonder, well, then also use great sleeves. That's another thing, and you pay a lot more nowadays for vinyl, and yeah, sometimes I think, fuck that, I buy the CD. Anyways, I'm stop rambling now because yeah, it goes, the length of the video is not yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for my last rambling, but I have to get that off my sleeve. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Let your thoughts shine in the comment section. I will leave a link in the description to the song so you can check it out yourself. Again, if you want to, check out Darkthrone if you never have heard of them. Of course, if you're a metalhead, I don't doubt you haven't heard of them, but you never know. You could be new to the genre. You never know, and maybe they want some new fans with this, so that would be awesome. Thanks for sticking around. It's just long video, but and I hope next video will be a bit shorter, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching, and have a fantastic day, guys. Cheers.